Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and this is Vlogmas day 11. I had to check on my thing over here. Okay, so, I've been watching Mama La Michaela's yarn tube, and every day she starts her vlogs out so professionally, and I always think, oh yeah, I'll do that too. Even Smells Like Yarn, Ross sometimes will be like, today I'm drinking, or today in my candle I'm burning. And I always think I'm going to do that. Like, I even bought myself some candles, and then I'll burn them, or I'll drink something, and then I'll completely forget to tell you guys. But today I did think I would tell. This is a Starbucks cup, of course, but it's not Starbucks in here. I did want to tell you though that I'm drinking regular coffee. There's nothing exciting in there. It's Cameron's coffee. But what I like to do on the weekends is I brew up a pot of coffee. Usually, to be completely honest, I leave it just sitting in that pot for most of the weekend. My husband's given up caffeine, so we don't share. It's just Cameron's coffee, nothing too thrilling. But what I did find this weekend that was thrilling, or I discovered it at school, and my husband bought it for me. It's almond milk caramel creamer. Now, I don't typically drink too much milk. I mean, obviously when I have like a cake or a cookie, I'll drink some kind of milk. But typically I just eat whatever dairy, cheeses and food, or cottage cheese or yogurt. That's where I stick with. But this almond milk creamer is so delicious. When I go to Starbucks, I ask for almond milk, or there's one other kind of milk over there I sometimes ask for. Just because I think the whole milk, I don't know, gives me a weird feeling. Not that big of a deal, I guess. But anyway, if you are like milk sensitive, or you just want to try something delicious, it's in a tall white bottle, and it's almond milk, and then caramel is in blue or brown. It is so good. So that's what I'm drinking. I'm drinking my regular Cameron's breakfast blend with almond milk caramel creamer. And it's good. Okay. Yeah, and this is how the color I like my coffee. I also then ice it all week. I just put a bunch of ice in here. I pour my coffee, splash in some creamer, pour in some more coffee, and then I drink it iced all weekend. Okay, let's stay focused now on my drawer. I have a whole lot to share with you guys today to make up for my short videos. Today is a delicious, a beautiful gray color. Not a heathered gray, but a nice regular gray called Humbug. And then in here, I'm going to put my Humbug right here for now. And I'll turn that around. My treat just fell on the floor. Did you guys hear that? Now, I'll rearrange the row when I get the whole row open. And my treat is a new measuring tape. And it's in this cute little bag. It says this is not a toy. It feels like felt or something. These are delightful. Somebody in my family just broke one, so it's nice to have another one. I keep one all the time in my crochet cart upstairs and my crochet cart right here, because now I have two. In my hat bag, I have a special little grouping of things I use to make hats, stitch markers, needles, things like that, and I keep one in there. Okay, so before I continue, I just want to let you know that Flynn is playing VR in this room. So you'll hear him. Of course, his asthma is acting up, so you'll hear him coughing and clearing his throat. There's just really nowhere else for me to go. Our living room is trashed right now due to the tree entry. And so he lost his VR space, because that's where he did the VR, was where the tree is now. So we cleared out a space in the basement, and now he's right here. So please bear with that. Okay, so the first thing I was going to show you is my finished squares. I got all caught up last night. You guys would be so proud of me. Or maybe, I don't know. I did 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 last night for my squares. I don't remember in what particular order they were in. I'm going to try my best to show you in the order. The last one is my favorite. Okay, so this is the highly discussed on the boards square. I want to say this is day 6 because in the video, poor Bella Coco Sarah makes some mistakes in there. There's one point where she says to do something else, but when you're watching her, she's doing something different than what she says. And then apparently this is not supposed to look like this. This is not how the pattern is written. But I really struggle to read British patterns because everything they say is different and highly abbreviated. So I have to watch the tutorials. After watching the tutorials, I can follow along in the pattern. And these ones are even more confusing because one of the things that she did with last year's blanket and with this year's is that she will use the same video and you will make this square again in a different part and you will change to different colors. For example, right now this is in foam, shrimp, and icing or something, but we might make it again using different colors. And so they use MC or CC, main color, or contrasting color. And so it's just really, quite frankly, sadly, in my case, a bunch of gibberish. So I have to watch it. So therefore, because I watched it, I made the quote wrong one. She made the mistake. If you follow the pattern, it looks different. Okay, the next one I believe I made was this bauble one. This is the second bauble. Actually, I want to say that she called this one a popcorn because we chained 5 double crochets into 1 stitch and then we remove our hook and I pull it through. To me, this kind of looks like warts because this is kind of like Caucasian people's skin with warts on it. Okay, then I want to say my next one was this square. I put it on that blocking board that my husband made me that all of you were so impressed with, and it was so kind that he made me. But this one here was just a wonky square, and stretching it out all night really helped. Because this stitch here is a puff stitch and a double crochet, and and she has us go up a hook size for that row, and I just think it makes it look all pulled. It was looking way worse than this. See, that's what it's looking like. But I put it on this board that my husband made me, stretched it out. I'm going to put it back on after the video. I'm also asking him to add 2, 4, 6, 8 more nails. I'm thinking I want to have them in this juncture as well. And he agreed. He said he agreed with that. So, I mean, hopefully we can get that done today. And then the next square that we made, or I made last night, was, I think this one. This is the same as this one, and this is the perfect case of how it's the same video that she used for this. I want to say this was day 9. And in the video, she's still holding the clotted cream, I think that, or sugar icing, or whatever that one's called. So you make it with the elderberry. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this such a beautiful color? I love this blue color. There's a past Crochet Society box that I bought another one of just because I really loved the colors in it. So beautiful. And I've yet to be able to find this type of yarn. Once Christmas is done, I did find that one other yarn similar at Joann's. I've just been overwhelmed with Christmas and school. Okay, and the last square, day 10. Obviously, I have day 11 to do today, and then I'll be caught up. This one is my favorite of all of them. Isn't that beautiful? I almost want to make my own blanket of all this. This is such a great winter blanket. I think this is called the snowflake square or something like that. Oh, I just love it. I'm glad she didn't mess up this one for the video. So I want to make a whole bunch of these. I can find 2 blues. It doesn't necessarily have to be her color. I think they call this one mouse ears or snow mouse or little mouse or something. And elderberry. So that was my last one. Today, because it's still Sunday, after I make this video, I'm going to go watch church online. And I feel a little bad about it, but I just didn't want to, with yesterday, I'm just being lazy. I was out all day yesterday, you know, post office, shopping, Christmas tree. And I just want to have a day where I just sit at my house. So I'm going to, thankfully, I have the option of watching church online. but I really should go and fellowship, right? Okay, so the next part of this video, you guys are really getting a lot on these weekend vlogs. It's because I can't show you much at school, and a lot happens on the weekends, right? I got some mail. I've got all kinds of mail here to show you, and this mail pile is about to fall over. That's how tall it is. And it's on a precariously balanced. Hey, I was going to ask one to help me. Yeah. I was going to ask you to knock this stool over. This is my stack of mail.
Knock what stool? That one?
I just did it myself. See, I bought this stool for my daughter for Hobby Lobby because she got this desk in her room for the first time. You guys, I dropped something, just a second. And so I didn't want to buy her desk chair because those are like 80 bucks. So she saw the super cute faux fur stool at Hobby Lobby. And then she promptly broke it. I mean, within 2 days, her or friend or whatever broke it. So then I brought it down to my husband. I said, one of these legs is wonky. And he apparently says that the construction was so shoddy that there's no way for him to fix it. So it's 3 stable legs and 1 broken leg. And because one of those legs doesn't stand up straight anymore, it's wobbly. And because of the way I'm holding my, I guess I should have just brought, anyway, my mail stack was on it. Okay, so the first thing I opened up, which I'm very excited about, when I was a kid, I actually for a short time collected stamps. Way back in the days before there was video games and the internet and kids had to have things to do. And so I got this stamp from, I'm just seeing if it will focus on here for you guys. Well, I can't really. But anyway, it was from Craftably Ever After. And I want to say this is Denmark. Isn't that cool? So I was thinking about cutting this out or peeling it off. I don't have anywhere to save stamps anymore, but I thought that was pretty cool. It's like constellations. Yeah, so I liked it. Okay, and her card that she gave me are these. My grandma, one of my grandmas used to give us these little tins of cookies. I almost went to the store the other day and just bought my own little tin of cookies because my grandmas all have passed. It says, hello, Summer. Just wanted to wish you and your family a very blessed Christmas. Thank you for your very entertaining YouTube channel. You are certainly one of my favorite yarny creators to watch. Best wishes from Denmark, Cassandra, Craftably Ever After. I first came across Craftably Ever After, Cassandra. Well, it was like by chance. She had entered my gnome along, which is why I have these gnomes here. I designed these patterns and I released all the pieces, and then I put everybody out a challenge to make their own gnome, and she entered, and I want to say Maddie chose her gnome. And I think maybe the name had stayed in my mind. She was my Instagram winner. And then just one day her video showed up in my feed, my YouTube feed. On the back here, I can't read it, I'm guessing her language. Danish. Please excuse my lack of knowledge. And then down underneath it says Christmas cookies. No Christmas should be without gingerbread biscuits, peppermint vanilla rings, and Danish crullers. Here's a recipe for pepper nuts. And it's in, you know, the standard measuring, not the United States measuring. But there's the ingredients for it. So that's very cool. I'm guessing that's the same thing than her language of that. So this is my first YouTube-y Christmas card. And here is another. This one says, "Oh, come, let us adore him." I love these snow scenes. They're pretty. I just don't like being in them. Merry Christmas to your family, to you and your family. Praying for Flynn. Yeah, I know my own child's name. She says, thanks for all you do on your channel. She enjoys my teaching stuff too. She was a Head Start teacher for 9 years. That is a bless. I'm telling you, second grade is as low as I can go. And now she's a substitute teacher, which is also a very challenging job. Because sometimes I read my notes and I'm thinking, how does a poor sub manage all this stuff? And then, of course, kids never act the same, right? From KK Crochet. And it says, may the true spirit of the season of Christmas be light in your life, now and always. Thank you for that Christmas card. I did buy Christmas cards. I have lost them, and I didn't want to buy a new pack until I found the old ones. I should try to look harder for them. So her stamp is just an American flag. Not that it's any less, but obviously she's not. But I do always look at stamps. I just think it's from when I was a kid. I've since lost them all. The other thing I collected as a kid, which are a lot less come by now, are wheat pennies. Yeah, I have a whole jug of them. And then I even had this really cute old lady. I used to be a waitress when I was in high school at a restaurant that doesn't exist anymore called Perry's Cherry Diner. It was a 50s inspired diner. And she used to come in for a toast, egg, and a cup of coffee. And she's just the cutest little old lady. I mean, she could barely open her eyes. She was so adorable. But anyway, her tips for me were always wheat pennies. And I didn't mind that she'd just leave me 2 or 3 little wheat pennies, and I was always so thrilled. She's since passed away, my dear old Alice. But I will always remember her and giving me wheat pennies. Okay, so here we got another little treat here. I'm opening it up in the plastic. This is from California. Hopefully she used that special kind of mail that I just learned about where you can mail books, media mail, and it's cheaper. Because mailing to California, and I'm probably from California, is a fortune. Let me tell you, you poor California people. Merry Christmas. Hi, Summer. Have a great Christmas, and I hope there are many more blessings coming your way. Okay. If the book, a duplicate, feel free to share and have a happy Christmas. So look how cute that one is. This one's one of those cute, like, brown ones. So she sent me a crochet baby cardigans, intermediate level. I love baby sweaters. Oh my gosh, you guys, and this reminds me of a little outfit Jer had when he was a baby. I put it in Flynn too, but it looked cutest on Jer. And it's these little blue striped, here it is. This has to be my first one. I wonder if I have time to knit that for my new nephew, or crochet that for my new nephew. Oh, it's knit. Oh, she's putting me through a challenge. She's challenging me to knit. Well, I'm going to try my best. Because this one is so cute too. Look at that. It'd be interesting if it was a knit. Wow. Oh, they're so cute. This one also is really cute. I wonder if there's a place where you can see them all. Here you go, without me trying to flash you the patterns. Okay, so this also is a real cute little girl. And let's see what else is there. This one here. Oh my gosh, look how cute she is. She's got that on. I like the sweaters that just have like the little button up there because on a mom and a little baby, who has the time to do that much buttoning on a little baby? Maddie used to do this thing I called the alligator roll, where once you got her up on the changing table, she started rolling. Look at that. That one's really nice too. That one looks like something I could do. Maybe I could make the pieces, right? Don't you make the pieces first and then you sew them together? Maybe my stepmom can help me with that. Because I've never done that before. Oh, that's cute too. I'm definitely, well, should I try something in one color first before I try that stripe one? Oh, look how beautiful that is. This is beautiful. And then this will be the last one that I hadn't shown you because I started from the back first. Look at that. They look like leaves. That's so pretty. Oh, man. I can't decide which one I want to do first. I mean, I love that striped one because it reminds me of baby Jaren. But maybe I should try something easy first, like this green one. And then try something like that one. Let me look at it again. Okay, thank you. Plus, that's a lot of buttons. Look at that. Thank you so much for this. I definitely want to try making a baby sweater. Baby sweaters are my favorite thing to make You know what's really sad, you guys, is I never really knitted or crocheted when I had babies. Yeah, I mean, well, obviously, who has the time, right? But, I mean, I learned how to first crochet when I was, like, my grandma had taught me a really long time ago. Like, I was 3rd grade. But then I could only chain. And then in college, even before YouTube, I was trying to figure out how to crochet. Because I remember what my grandma had taught me. And the first thing I made was a blanket for my mom. And then Maddie wanted that mermaid tail when she was, like, in 2nd or 3rd grade, because when she was little, Maddie used to want to be a mermaid. Now she's a big girl. She doesn't want to be a mermaid anymore. Okay, so my next 2 packages come from the same gal, Happy Mail, and I believe she's in Michigan. Now this is what's going to shock you guys. This giant package, which is very heavy, is only a couple dollars more than shipping that book from California. I don't know what it is. It's just, maybe California's that far away. Okay, so I'm going to try to open this. She is a very thorough taper. I think this is a card here. Maybe she just wrote my address on the envelope. Do I have any good scissors over here? I'm going to try to open it. And there's also some bubble wrap. I don't want to cut the yarn. I can see there's yarn in here. And I don't want to ruin that. Okay, I think I found a card as well. That was something my mom always taught me. The first thing you need to do is find your card. Then you can look at the rest. Oh, she typed a real letter. Oh, she wrote a real letter. She wrote it on... Oh, here's another bag for you. Oh, she believes she got it from Crochet Society. Hope you can use it. I really enjoy your videos. Okay, so this was bag 2. Here, is some white, but it doesn't have the ball bands on. But for a while, during the COVID time, Crochet Society wasn't doing the ball bands. And in this bag are 3 of these whites. It does feel like Crochet Society. Crochet Society has this unique feeling of rounded yarn. I can't explain it. And it's very, there's 4. It looks like in this bag here, oh my gosh, the colors are so pretty. This is so pretty. I wonder if I can use this for the baby sweaters. Here is some like orangish, some salmon colored, and a bright yellow. I'm going to put the extras down in here. Here's some more bright yellow. And, oh, some really beautiful colors. My favorite. Purplish pinks, fuchsia, and a purple. Then this really beautiful mint green. And then a gray. Now, this has to be, like, thin. I don't want to go far as fingering. Maybe DK. But it's thinner. I have a little gauge somewhere that you can measure. But do I ever know where it is when I want to measure some yarn? Nope. And what you do is you just wrap your yarn around it a certain amount of times, and based on where it lands on the gauge, it tells you. Okay, so now I'm going to go to box number 1. She sent me a whole, I mean, aren't those beautiful colors? They're so bright. Let's see what's in box 1. Where did I put those scissors? Oh, put them away. Flynn is doing so good being quiet in here, you guys. Thank you, Flynn. I really appreciate how hard you're trying for me. I'm almost done, buddy. Maybe I should have pre-opened these for the video. That's what I should have done. So that I could have just flipped it open. These scissors aren't very sharp. Somebody actually, okay, so if you watched my pom-pom video, I dulled a bunch of my scissors making pom-poms. And then somebody was giving me ideas of how to sharpen them. I thought I'd leave that to my husband, because before he started working where he does now, he was a meat cutter at our pick and save. Okay, sorry. I shook you guys up. I'm almost done, you guys. I'm almost done. Okay. Whew. I'm in here. I'm in like Flynn. Okay, so I'm going to poke around in here and see if I can find a card. But if I can't, that's okay. I'll find it as soon as I do, and I'll read it to you. Okay, so it's a giant box of yarn. This is one, oh, it says Crochet Cake Yarn Shawl. Crochet Cake Yarn. So here's this, a mandala one. This is in the color Sphinx. I'm just going to drop it on the floor. I don't mean to try to trip you. This is from Universe Acrylic from Hobie. I love this color. This is in my favorite colorway, like Spirit, those teals and blues, and it's sparkly. Ooh, I love it. What do they call it? Sometimes European yarns don't name them. They just put some numbers on them, which is probably a good idea because sometimes I make fun of the names. And there's 2 of these. Those are beautiful. I'm going to put those right up here for now. They are starting to come out, and I don't want to lose them all over the floor. And I got 2 Impeccables. This is a Michael's yarn in the color Orange Crush. Look at that. That's beautiful. And then I got a couple of these, which I'm very excited about because I just bought some of these variegated Impeccables from Michael's, but in the green. Oh, I almost want to whip out another hat right away tonight, even though I'm trying to finish them. This is called Hot Sunshine. Ooh, I love that. I almost want to make a hat for a 2nd grader right now with that yarn. And then some solid blue Impeccables. What do they call it? I wonder what they're... Sapphire. Very good. And another ombre mandala. I love these yarns. I made a hat out of this stuff too. I'm seeing if I can dig it out to show you, but I can't. It's too deep in there. This one is called Tranquil. I really like it, except for the orange in this. I cut that out sometimes. It's called color controlling, and I'm doing that with this hat right now that I'm making, that maybe I'll show you at the end of the video. I cut out the color I don't like. This is so beautiful. And you know what I suggest doing with these? This is called Lovely Layers Karen Latte Cakes. I was doing the friendly red foxes pattern for a sloth, and I was just making out of regular acrylic yarn, but I saw somewhere to make it out of these latte cakes, these furry ones, and it makes the stuffed animals so much more enjoyable. This would make a great amigurumi or a really warm shawl, I'm sure. 3 of them. They are beautiful. Don't fall over. Maybe the card is in the envelope. I'm going to try here next. This is a cookie. I love that. I want to say this is also Hobie. This comes from I have some. You can't see them up there. Those shelves right there. I have some of them on top. I'm just going to show you this, and you can see what you must about where it comes from. It says it's made in Turkey, and most of it's a different language. But this is a beautiful black and gray and white. Another cookie. Ooh, I love this color. Wow, that's nice. And Horizon Hobie. Oh my gosh. Look at how beautiful these are. There's 2 of them. Ooh, I love it. This is, what weight is it? Well, they suggest a 4mm hook. Oh my gosh, do I ever love that. Probably a DK. And then the last one in here, I have never seen this one. Woo, this is Roving. Mandala Roving, weight 3, Cinnabar. I think I found where the card is, or the note. Okay. Dear Summer, I am in the process of moving to a smaller place, so I have to downsize my stash. I hope I never have to do that. If I end up having to just be by myself, I'm literally just going to fill my whole living space with My yarn. I'll just have one of those big recliner chairs where you can sleep in it and sit in it. It'll be a chair for crocheting in and a chair for sleeping. And then I think I will just surround my whole room with yarn. So I'm so sorry you have to, but I am so thank you. She's like, I'm sending you some yarn in hopes that you can use it. If not, feel free to regift it. The large white bag has some yarn that I believe is from Crochet Society, from the extra yarn they had for sale. I do feel like it is the same consistency. I very much can use a lot of this yarn, and I wanted to say that I still plan on doing Crochet Club once a month for the girls. Well, boys too, but it's really only girls this year. Last year I did have 2 boys. So it'd be really nice to share, especially this impeccable. This kind of yarn is really good for new crocheters, but I do want to make a hat out of this for my 2nd graders. Oh, I love it all. Thank you so much. Now, it's very hard for me to see where her name is. Oh, wait. Oh, Marlene. I was going to say, you know what? That's my mom's middle name. So thank you so much, Marlene. This yarn is so beautiful. Do you see how beautiful that is again? I don't know why I smelled it. I did, though. Okay. The last thing. You guys, this is a good video. Hopefully you all are getting some work done. You're just sitting and crocheting or knitting while I'm talking. The last thing is not really anything anybody sent me. Hey, Flynn, do you think you can quietly, while I'm sitting here, put this yarn back in that box? I ordered pass boxes. Now, I thought that everybody could order pass boxes from Crochet Society. They didn't have to, like, already be a member. So, in my crochet group, Summer's Tips and Stitches on Facebook. What, honey? Yeah, just put it in there. Thanks so much. I thought I could share the link and anybody could go buy them, but people were having problems doing that. It would be really nice, though, if you weren't a member and you could buy the pass boxes, because these boxes were $10 each. This one, I loved this one. I started making the project and then quit because my stitch counts were coming up terrible, but I thought about reusing this yarn for something else. This, I mean, pink and purple. Ah. And the box is so gorgeous. And inside it says, crochet is cool. Good job, honey. Thank you so much. You can just leave those other ones on the floor. This is Crochet Society, and they're beautiful. And then also, this box came with a lot of treats. This is one of the last boxes before she switched to the bi-monthly. Which I'm going to say either way, I've been thrilled. This, and I'll probably save this to give as a giveaway because I have one of these. And this is a fancy stitch counter. You just turn these little dials here on the side when you're doing your stitch counting. And it's a pin. Although it looks like it's missing its little thing. I only have one of these little thingies. Look at that. The other one is just sticking right out. Maybe it's in the yarn. It's not. Then also in this one is a lightning bolt stitch marker, which I have a lot of these. And this is one of them that Crochet Society, they switched to the bigger lobster claws, which is thrilling because I thought they were too small before and it was hard. Crochet is Cool badge, my favorite badge that she makes. And then also in this box, she gives you a Tunisian hook and a cute little Tunisian hook holder, although this has come undone. I'll just retie it on camera right in front of your very eyes. So I really loved this box. I'm going to show you the patterns that come with it. Maybe I'll start collecting up my Crochet Society extra books and do another giveaway with them, because I now have 2 of this book. Okay, so I've fixed those little thingies. Now, the patterns in this book, drop that on the floor, is this hat. I'm not really in love with a hat. I think it's kind of a weird shape. But that's just me, right? It's not everybody. We all like different things. This, yeah, here it is. It's called Glow Hat. It's made with the Tunisian stitch, which is really fun to make. Here's another view of the Glow Hat. I just think it's tall and chef-like. The next pattern in her book, which I tried over and over and over again, and I could not get my counts to line up, and so I frogged it out, is the table runner, which I really liked, and I'm really sad I could not get it to work. And then the final one in here is, where are you? A triangle scarf. There it is. And it has some really nice texture, some kind of like, it looks like occasional puff stitch and a hole in one row. I mean, it looks really awesome. I'm not sure what I'm going to make out of the yarn, but now I have 2 of each. $10. I think that's phenomenal. Now, of course, there's shipping and handling because this is UK. Why she can't live in the United States, I don't know. Then I want to say this was the first box that she switched to for when she did the bi-monthlies. She stopped doing every month. They reduced the price a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I don't really know. I should pay better attention to that. Anyway, and then allegedly inside of here was going to be better value, which I feel like it is. It is. As many of you know, I'm very thrilled with them. Now, I loved this yarn. I made the scarf with this yarn. It is so beautiful and soft. It's Stylecraft Bambino, double knitting. She gives you 2 of the cream and 1 of the blue, and I made the scarf. Also, she gives you a giant box of stuffing. She just leaves it in there. I'm happy she made the switch. She used to bag it up, and I'm happy she doesn't anymore. Okay, I'm going to put the Bambino in here because the stuffing's in my way, and I can't see the rest of the stuff. Another stitch marker. Again, this one has the large claw, and then it has that square. Also, here's some eyeballs because there's amigurumis in here. Also, with these new releases of these big boxes, she gives you another free pattern, but you got to log on to the internet to find it. Super cute lemon peeled hook, 4mm. Then she gives you these things right here. The book, the new book. The pattern in here for these months is this baby blanket. Look at that. And this baby blanket's worked in this way, and then you attach something on this side. Very fancy. I was actually debating just doing this the whole way because I wanted to make this baby blanket. Okay. Next, this has a little amigurumi sea turtle family. All kinds of different sizes of sea turtles. Super cute. I actually have been putting these in my prize bin at school. And when kids let me pull out their teeth, I let them choose from the prize bin. And they have been choosing all of my amigurumis. And then the next one was this long scarf, which I made. I made that really long scarf. It was a really nice pattern to follow. Easy to memorize. I really loved it. So those are the patterns. I don't remember what the free pattern was that she released with that. And then the final thing in here, she's got this. Is this a recyclable bag? It's a very interesting textured bag. It's made, it feels like, you know what it feels like, you guys? A dryer sheet. That's what it feels like it is, a dryer sheet. I don't know if you use those in Europe, but in America we do. We put them in our laundry to smell good. I don't really want to open this up because I was debating using this as a prize because I don't need 2 of them. But it is a little pattern holder booklet. So inside you would open it up like this, and then there's some magnets on there, and you can flip it kind of like a Chromebook holder or whatever, and you can prop your pattern up. Ooh, got some crazy hair there. You can prop your pattern up using this beautiful little thing. And it's like this faux leather feel. I really like it. I have one. I've used it a couple times. To be fair, that's about it. The one sad thing that I wasn't thrilled about, but it is what it is the magnets, because they're black, leave a mark if you're rough with them. You can't be rough. You have to be gentle in taking them on and off. If you're rough with them, the magnets leave little black marks. So that is the second past box I got for $10. Plus shipping and handling. Okay? And then the last thing that I bought, I know, I shouldn't have. I gotta pull it out of here, was Thrilling. Oh, I gotta get it out. It's very hard to get out of here. It was on sale. I don't remember how much. I do see now that there's a invoice on the box, which I need to save because I've been saving my receipts. And then I'll tell you how much this stuff costs. The shipping and handling was a nightmare, of course, because this is all from Europe. Probably more expensive than mailing to and from California is this. Yes, I know. I didn't need it and I got it. Oh, I want to hug it. It's made with gray fake leather. It's so beautiful. It has the BC on it. It's so soft. It's a handy storage bag. The reason I did not need this is because when she came out with this last year, I bought it. It's over here. This one is gray and aqua. But when I saw this, I was like, oh. Okay, I'm sorry. And inside of it is a pink bag. And it's a bag with a bag. And inside of the bag is slots for your hooks to go in here or your knitting needles. And then it's a zipper pouch with the rose gold, what's this called? Detailing, you know? Oh, and then here. This is also made out of that slippery plastic that feels like faux leather or feels like leather. And then obviously stuffing, which I don't need that. But isn't that beautiful? Oh, and then this here, you guys, snaps into the bag, or as they say in Wisconsin, into the bag. They say their vowels weird here. So you just snap this in. I'm not 100% sure how to do it because it does look like it's on backwards, but I'm going to put it on here anyway. And you just see there's a snap in here and there's a snap here. And then your bag is secured in the bag. Oh, you guys, I'm going to hug it one more time. Ooh, I love it. I am going to currently fill this straight away because soon, well, not really super soon, I got a week and a half, we'll be going to Door County. We get that fancy resort room thing up in there that has a bedroom, two bedrooms, a kitchen, and a living room area with the outdoor patio. And so all of the Crochet Society stuff that I'm bringing with me to try to keep on top of this, I'll put in this bag here. Now, I honestly do have other things I could have put it in, but I'm just kind of like a weird in that aspect that I do like to put Crochet Society things in Crochet Society bags. Okay, so that is all for this really long video of me opening mail. Thank you, Cassandra, and thank you to, try to go down here and get her name here again. Thank you to, it says Fowler Meadow Way, but that can't be her first name. It must be her last name. And thank you to Marlene, and thank you, did I say Cassandra, for these yarn mails. Thank you to Sarah Jane for putting all this stuff on sale on her website. My husband thanks you as well for putting all this stuff on sale. Here's the invoice. Thank you for watching me open up all this stuff and talk about it with you. We'll get our Christmas tree decorated, and maybe I'll save that for Vlogmas Day 12, which is my sister's birthday. So when you see this, it'll come out today, Vlogmas Day 11. I'm being real good about trying to get these out. But on Vlogmas Day 12, it would be really amazing if you could all go to my sister's YouTube channel, Four Winds Haven. There'll be a link in the description box below today and then on the 12th, and go over and wish her a happy birthday because tomorrow is her birthday. I think she would like that. And if you're feeling even more generous, you could subscribe to her channel. It's a hoot, really it is. She shows you all this stuff about her ducks and her dogs. And now she also has a tegu. These are not the invoices. These are the custom forms I know, because when I send yarn out to other people in other countries, you have to fill these out. And it looks like Sarah Jane has just gotten real fancy and she uses a computer for it all. Because it has you list everything, what it is, the quantity, the weight, the value. Wow. And so this is a high value according to, according to Sarah Jane. The value of my products here is very high. So I got a bargain. I want to say that the bag was something like 20 and those 2 boxes were 10. And the shipping and handling was like, that was the value there. All right, you guys, I guess that's all for this video. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Oh, here it is, you guys, even better, actually. The bag was 21. The boxes were $8.75. The shipping and handling was 22 pounds and 4 cents. Do they have cents in Europe? Or they call them pences? 22 pence. 22 P's. I don't know what they call them. Well, anyway, now I'm for sure going to end this video. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Thanks for sharing and watching my videos. And until the next video, Vlogmas Day 12. Happy crafting. Bye.